What's going on YouTube? Smiley back with another video, and today we are going to watch the final process for the 2023 CDL season. They announced it this morning. I don't remember what they had actually called it, but we're just going to jump right into it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love Optic as an org. If you guys do enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And let's get right into it.
Like this, it can't happen like this. It's a peak, it's a good thing, and a green.
We got to go 110 every day. We got to give everyone our best effort. At that point, one of us is going to place top 12.
Game day, we lock it in.
Need a big day today.
Paige was like, all right, you have a flight, you're going to Toronto. that's pretty much how it happened.
The longest day of Halo I've played in a long, long time.
We just went on to Sunday just thinking like, maybe we can do this, it could be legendary.
You just gotta get back to the drawing board, get back to work, come back stronger for the next event.
Every time you get a fucking kill, bro, there's like 6,000 people that are gonna roll.
It's nice to see Dan in the process.
A ton of pressure, right? Like this is.
I love Ghosty. Such a good guy. And then he does this shit on main stage. Like, what? Like... Oh, I forgot Halo was going to be a part of this too.
Optic are your champions.
Yeah, so since Charlotte, we've had quite a few online tournaments, a lot of 4Ks and 2Ks, basically points to seed us for DreamHack Dallas and the rest of the season.
There was 6 tournaments in total, so there was 2 2Ks that we missed because I went to California, and then there was 1 4K.
Optic looking to close this out.
Trippy dives in, is able to deal with the one-shot player, and in fact, Renegade ends up being.
Dude, Trippy's gross. I need to play Halo more. I need to make some Halo content for you guys. If you want to see that, let me know down in the comments.
And that we won, we had come back. And then another 2K, and then another 4K.
Haven't done our best probably in some of the others. The FaZe tournament wasn't our best performance, but
it's set on formal. He gets taken down. Psycho with the aggressive push will not allow him to get away, and Complexity will beat Optic Gaming again in Game 5 to knock Optic Gaming from the tournament.
We lost Complexity like twice.
The upset of the year! Complexity sent Optic into the lower brackets.
I mean, it's just, I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's just like, at the end of the day, those tournaments were just like for seeding and like for practice really, and like
and I'm glad Formal's still competing.
There,
I think you really
genuinely
take those kind of with a grain of salt. It's not something that you know we're gonna look.
Also, I'm gonna warn you guys right now. I've had a rough couple days, so if I get emotional, bear with me. I love Optic. I love these videos. It's like a legitimate TV show series for me. It hits home.
Look heavily into if we underperform in one of those.
I mean, I knew that we were going to be okay at the time. But yeah, the online tournaments definitely started to suck towards the end. I'm happy that they're over.
Currently in Countryville, aka Dallas, Texas, walking the halls of this 8-mile facility, getting around.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was kind of nice, just a quick Uber over, but like I also like flying to events because then you get into kind of like more of like an event atmosphere, whereas like a 20-minute Uber is just like, I don't know, it just doesn't really feel like that much of an event. I do like the flying part just for like the landing and getting your bag and like locking in type shit,
Like as a spectator, it's awesome. I love it. I think it's cool to be able to go around and scope out different games. As a player, it can be annoying sometimes because all the setups are really janky. There's not enough room.
Facts.
So there's pros and cons for both, but overall, I mean, it's dope.
Just going to events, I see that.
Matt hates it though. Matt actually hates it. So yeah, have those checkouts, like Matt says. There's too many checkouts. You look to your left, you see people you don't know. You look to your right, there's a different game. Dance Dance Revolution competitions. Fucking cannonballed randomly. Can't hear shit. It's just horrible. But besides all that, I love it though. I love it.
Hello, Halo fans, and welcome to the HCS DreamHack Dallas Global Invitational.
Got a pretty good night's sleep. Fell asleep early. This is like probably the earliest I fell asleep at an event in a minute. I believe we have G1 as our first match of the day.
We're doing our first watch party that isn't Call of Duty. What better way to do it than with the other half of T2P. We're very concerned about checking him out. He said he's already checked though, okay? Let the record show that because of how big this place is, he's already checked, but he's still gonna perform like a professional performs.
We're talking about somebody's first LAN series kind of coming out, and I think that's a really important tone to set as you come to an event.
G1 have come to play, and they are making a statement.
And now, how does Lucid decide to navigate to help on over towards Elevator? These members, they're gonna come out quick. Formal, Lucid, the only one's left. Not gonna be able to secure that just yet. Somehow Formal does jump in.
Ladies and gentlemen, game 5.
That's gonna be 3 kills here for G1, but
I don't remember who won this. I watched this live, but I don't remember.
A 5-kill lead now as Optic Gaming are continuing to add. Tries to play his life, but his teammate off screen gets the kill. 50-44.
Optic come from behind, but take another.
Not even tricked me, but I was like, damn, this is. I keep forgetting like land because like they had a setup. They're up by 30. I peek market, don't see anybody. I'm like, dude.
That was
it's so much different than online. It's not even.
Yeah, it's always nice to be tested early, just because like you don't want to like 3-0 everyone in your pool, because then it kind of feels a little too like not too easy, but you just get a little too comfortable, and you don't really realize that you could be also making mistakes because you're thinking like we went 9-0, which we did a lot last year. So it's always good to get tested early and get you kind of like locked in and realize every series is losable.
Excuse me.
And then we played EU's best Halo team in a long time, if not their best Halo team ever.
Can they get the job done over Europe's finest here? We're about to find out. And Quadrant are about to do the unthinkable by clean sweeping the world champions.
I promise you, you will not see anything like this again.
And yeah, there's a lot of teams that have challenged the top 3 teams, particularly at this event. Quadrant 3-0'd us in pool play. FaZe went down, I think 2-0 to Hive. Yeah, that's kind of I think the typical path of Halo, where a lot of times there's a kind of a team that leads the charge in terms of meta and whatnot to start the game out, and then as the game kind of evolves and matures, the teams kind of tighten up a lot of times, and everybody has more time to watch what other teams are doing and try and mimic and get better themselves.
I mean, that series was just like, it's a lot of things, but like they just played good, like they played good. You just gotta like tip it sometimes. So we lost them there, and it's okay. Like it happens.
Yeah, after losing to Quadrant, we ended up being second in our pool, and the result of that was us getting flip-flopped to the other side of the bracket, where we ended up being on SSG's side of the bracket because they were first seed.
Like, I mean, they're both gonna be hard. There's just like a bracket's a bracket. Like I've won tournaments through the hardest bracket. I've won tournaments through like the the quote-unquote easy bracket. It's just like you just gotta win the fucking thing if you're gonna win. So you gotta beat everyone. So
yeah. So first up in winners bracket, because we were second seed out of our pool, we matched up against Complexity, which we were happy about, to be honest. That they had beaten us a couple times in a couple online tournaments, the 4Ks and I think the FaZe tournament. So that was a little bit of a stretch match for us, just to get a little revenge from the 2 online ones they got against us. So
both Dallas teams, 2 teams that also want to prove a point for entirely different reasons today. Optic
Are they going to be the world champions that we've seen in previous tournaments, or are we going to see a deflated Optic who are frustrated by their performance yesterday? Stronghold Streets to kick off today here at HCS Dallas. It is a game time that Optic did lose yesterday to G1, but also Complexity lost it to Native, so we'll have to see who can bounce back here today. Lucid with 8 kills already. I mean, finally Optic can start scoring. 20 more points are required. Good.
They always use such good music in the background. It always works so well.
That goes down. Double kill for Trippy. Optic Gaming got first blood.
Excuse me.
Once more, 1v1, and Formal wins again. That's when Optic get good, but again, Complexity is still finding these kills out of nowhere. Can't just take the fight, but APG picked up. Formal did not have the short camouflage play.
I like seeing the backwards cam on them, like the controller cam, so to speak, when you can kind of see them actually using their controller.
They get their third victory. They clean sweep Complexity.
So very different online to the performances that we saw online. Optic couldn't take down the Complexity previously, but now the competition is fierce. And when they want to make a statement and make a point, they manage to do so.
Dude, we lost them twice online, and I'm just sitting there thinking, like, dog, this is like so, it's like so fake, it's like insane. So, and I'm just watching them tweet out their fucking, like, you know, just got third, like, in our online shit, GG's to everyone we played. I'm just looking at it like, dog, like, this is insane. So, I mean, I was happy to play them in the bracket, and, like, we just swiftly 3-0'd them. No surprise there. They were just, like, pretty much what we expected. I mean, even at a checked out event, it was just, like, I mean, still not, like, whatever. But yeah, GG's to them.
Formal's a clown.
Just about just carrying the same momentum, carrying the same rhythm of like how we know how to play. So that's just all it takes.
Yeah, I would say Winners Round 2, we matched up against SSG, who's a team that we had beaten the last few times I think that we played them at tournaments.
The SSG series was pretty good at the start. It was weird because like the first game it felt like so normal.
Has a rotation on point if he needs it. Milking the ball for all it's worth. And Optic Gaming will go up 1 in the series.
We went up 1-0 and it was just like, oh yeah, okay, this is the sim I'm used to. This is great. And then we lost to Slayer. It was like whatever. And then like the game 3, like we're like winning, and then like how am I supposed to stay locked for this? Towards the end of the game, like I don't remember exactly what the time was, but they just put us in like a trip cap, and like as the trip cap goes off, almost like it was like synced. Our audio, all 4 of our fucking mix amps just start like making this really high pitched like screeching noise, and like we're like, but it's like so deep into the game, and I'm sitting there thinking like, dude, there's no way to end this shit. Like there's just no way. Like we're about to end the game. Like, and I'm like looking at my teammates, and like no one's saying anything because like everyone's getting the same thing, and like someone's looking at the ref. Like Jason's like trying to get the ref to end it, like, but we can't even tell him like what's going on because like it's only in our earbuds. You know what I'm saying? And like as this is like we're in a trip cap. You know what I mean? The game's just like gonna end soon. And I'm just thinking like, this is so fucking stupid. But like we just lost the map and just like didn't even complain about it. We just like chalked it up. We were just like, well, that was really unlucky. All right, what's next map? But like just shit like that was just happening throughout the weekend. Like, I mean, like I couldn't imagine how like SSG felt watching us towards the end of that game, thinking we're just brain dead. Like we're all just like walking into walls and shit. Like it was just insane.
It's not going to be enough. And SSG claim victory, claim the scalp of the world champions, and they're going to winners finals.
Did you predict that Optic would be playing against Quadrant once again for the right to make it into Championship Sunday here in the lower bracket? You had to predict that, right?
We was broke back then, but never been back.
Because when I hear
I don't remember if they won this game.
I think of Optic.
Who can stop this man? Apparently not Optic. 3 kills consecutive in a row for Optic. And so Optic leading up. One of his teammates goes down, the second one does. Quadrant responds, and they are coming for blood.
Optic Gaming 1 step ahead.
Here, join here. Fight, Joey, fight.
But Optic is
Oh
starting to
yeah,
feel
that one
themselves
went
a
game
little bit.
5.
4 kills needed. Trippy
I couldn't remember if they went home then or not.
Gaming advance forward.
Yeah, no, they make it.
At that point, it becomes more of a mental grind to me to make sure everybody's kind of able to focus on each individual game as we go on and not try and think about anything other than the present game that we're in.
Can they make it through this elimination bracket? Can they force their way back into a grand finals? So it doesn't matter. Torlik is making it work. Trippy with the old ball in his hands. It's a 1v1 to win this round.
Optic has had to do this the hard way late on a Saturday evening left, and this looks like Optic Gaming is starting to hit fire.
Ball's going to be sneaking around under the fridge.
Nice.
Picks up one.
Nice.
You know how he is.
I wasn't able to watch this. I wasn't able to watch Sunday.
Trippy surely gets this kill, and Optic will finally end the series. Another question answered.
So they won that one. Did they make it to finals? Did they get second?
You said no last time.
Oftentimes, when you have long Saturdays like this, the reps, they help. When you come to Championship Sunday,
How happy are you to make it to Sunday right now?
Super happy. We bounced back after the SSG match. Super close games with them. And yeah, we bounced back after that hard loss, game 1 versus Quadrant, and kind of just kept the momentum going and just got the teamwork back in order and, you know, came out with the dub.
I love their interviews. It makes me laugh so hard how media trained they are.
The longest day of Halo I've played in a long time.
Dude, we played for a minute. Oh my god.
You guys wanted to play so much Halo
today. That was so much Halo. My brain's literally fried.
And it's something, I mean, for us as a team, we hadn't been knocked out of winners semis in a long time, so that was probably the reason why as well. On top of DreamHack's schedule being top 3 heading into Sunday.
Dude, those games against SSG, bro, like, we were playing terrible and the games were so close, bro. I'm not even trolling. Like, game two is tied 34-34. We had, like, full map control. They were weak their gen. We didn't come out with the trades, and then after that, it's just like they have the map control, they have for us, it's like not much we can do to lose again.
We're starting to lock in really fucking well that last series. That was, I mean, his layer was perfect Halo.
It's the longest day of my life. And a big fuck you to the guy at the smoothie place that does not know that yogurt is dairy.
Bruh.
It ruined my entire fucking day.
Watching me run. Watching rerun? Yeah.
Watching film.
Smash it.
We played a bunch of loser bracket matches. We got through Quadrant. We got through Native Red with a sub. I wasn't like too happy about that. Like it was just like whatever. Like we should be here. So, yeah. I mean, like we just went on to Sunday just thinking like maybe we can do this. It could be legendary.
Just a scrim. 11 maps. We've done the calculations. It sounds like a lot, but it's really not. We just gotta take it one game.
You do it every day.
Do it every day. Yeah, scrim every day. So.
Yeah, I think as soon as we lost SSG in winners round 2, a lot of people probably were chalking us and didn't think that we were gonna make it to Championship Sunday.
And Frosty still got some camouflage to play with. Shots go down, receive back and forth, and who else to get the final kill but Renegade?
Did they lose the phase?
When you go down the loser bracket and you're like waiting for a team to drop down, you just kind of know like they could be like pissed they just lost a series, and like they just lost a game 5 versus phase, so maybe they could be like a little pissed or like a little checked.
And with 3 members down and Formal the last one standing, I don't see that happening. We're looking at a 1-0 lead here for Space Station in this series.
SSG just wasn't really checked. They were just like, I don't think SSG can get checked. I think they're just like, I think SSG's like permanently checked. So they just have like a permanent check / flow state. Like they don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't like really get checked.
But only 8 seconds left. Yes, and this could be a time Space Station clearly gonna drain off these last 5 seconds. Just draining out slaves. They got 3 members down. Formal, the last one alive. Can he make the miraculous play? The answer is no. And a trip cap here for Optic. Space Station not only need to stop the bleeding, they need to convert 2 hills before they know it. Reset on C, and Optic are now on the back foot. Optic were playing passive to avoid the strip cap scenario, and it still happened.
Optic are so close to sending us into a game 5, but Space Station has already started to snowball ball, and it is rolling down a mountain right now.
Gets reset. Nobody in position for the elevator, and that's gonna be Optic's tournament life. Space Station take the series 3-1.
No, okay, so they lost the space station.
Yeah, I mean, we just choked. Like, I mean, Strongholds is just a game type where you can get put into like a blender. Like, we were blending them, and then they just blended us. It's just two good teams going at it, and I mean, just it happens. Like, it is what it is, dude. I mean, it was just a really shitty way to go out of the tournament, obviously, because like Pit Game 5 was like a really good game type for us, and I think we probably would have won that. So like, it sucks that we were so close to just pushing to the Game 5, and then who knows what could have happened. But I mean, it's just like, that's all this shit is, right? It's just a bunch of what ifs, and who knows, and maybes, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then fuck it. Yeah, I mean, like, we have Arlington so close that it was kind of just like, I mean, I'm just happy that we got past this event, and kind of see where we're at, like, and see where other teams are at. We actually learned a lot from different teams. We pulled like little things from different teams throughout this event, which is going to help us in the long run. Obviously, it's just like you just always constantly grow, always get better.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to be able to, you know, talk about your, I guess, weaknesses a little, like, and be open about it. Just say your faults, say when you're wrong, and that's something that we're really, really good at, just admitting when you're wrong or admitting when you made a bad play.
But with Arlington right around the corner, it's really good, just because like we can redeem ourselves right away and like get another chance and like actually play at an event. So it's like, yeah, I'm excited for a crowd again, because I mean, like, I just played at an event, I got an overkill, and no one even cheered, so I was like, this is fucking nice. So yeah, I'm excited for like a big crowd. Should be a good turnout. Texas has good fans. Especially because it's our major. I hope to see a lot of people there.
Optic major in 3 weeks. Can't be too upset. We just got to get back to the drawing board, get back to work, and come back stronger for the next event.
Tyler, my man, how was the flight?
Let's go.
I suck. What's with the glasses, man?
Listen, bro, I gotta keep it low key right now. I got too much people asking for pictures and shit. It's getting ridiculous. Ever since Stump left, dude, like,
paparazzi?
everyone and their mom knows who I am nowadays, bro. Shit's insane. But yo, listen to Kyler's story that just happened right now.
Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras.
Look at Alex.
It makes more sense that way.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one thing about Toronto that like they don't tell you on any brochure.
What's that?
It feels like home.
It is nice weather. I like this. Some nice sweater weather. I'm not talking the neighborhood.
Machines, your receipt. Lost real connections, so I'm scrolling on your feed. Promise you can hit my line, I'll be there if you need.
That's something you can hang your hat on.
Yeah, I mean, Toronto's lit. Obviously, being from Canada, I've visited Toronto a decent amount of times, so.
Yeah, no, Toronto's a great city. We were there last year, and also just the event itself is always a great event.
Our scrim leading up to that, you know, our flight was really, really good, and we're like, yeah, let's get this shit. Yeah, we were just confident going in, honestly. Like, we were really, really confident.
I think we're missing some players. I don't think we can't scrim without them.
Look at Dan.
That's good. Got you.
He was so tired.
Yo, wait, look what she said, Ander. Yeah, Ander, yo. It's like Ander, bro. Yo. It's dope.
Ant never drinks coffee.
Why is this shit strong, bro? Wait, why is it not sweeter?
I mean, you could put sugar in there or something if you want.
So this is what people fucking gas?
This is what people gas, dude.
This is what people
Yeah,
fucking
so
gas.
Wednesday, we wake up, or actually, no. I'm sleeping, right? Sleeping. Next you know, like, this is what happened from my POV. I wake up, and then, like, the fucking siren is, like, happening. I, like, looked at my alarm clock to the left, cause, like, you know, the hotel alarm clock. I look at it to make sure that wasn't, like, the one that was fucking ringing, and then, like, I just sat there for, like, a cool 5, like, just like this. Right? And then I started to realize it was getting louder and louder. I was like, that ain't the fucking alarm clock. That's a fire fucking siren shit. So then, like, I'm just chilling there and, like, slow-mo. Like, I'm like, should I get up? Like,
It wasn't even like a fire alarm. It was like, I don't, but it wasn't a test either. I don't know. Somebody's trolling. I don't know. We need names. We need to hold people accountable at the Marriott downtown Toronto.
Oh, yeah, you drink all the beer? Yeah.
What the fuck? How's it going?
What's
Not
up?
as cold as it was last year.
It was so funny. Yesterday, Seth was like, so what are you doing here? It's like, bro, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Now you know.
I was like, I'm the cheerleader.
how did you get here?
Well, I took an Uber from my house. In this process, well, I guess it started, I did Hector's podcast. He was like, dude, are you serious? Because I'd only seen him a few times, and he's like, dude, you keep saying this, and like, everyone keeps saying, well, he keeps saying he wants to coach when he's having a couple drinks, and
I think Damon only wants to coach a team when he's hammered, Chad.
Dude, if you guys
I'm
experiment,
DMing you the TS.
I'll deadass be there.
then we did the podcast, and I'm like, okay, for the record, I'm sober right now. So the coaches I had, I mean, I've had Teep, Joey Nubsy. I mean, the only other one was Mr. X. So like Mr. X, I mean, we were cool with him. We knew he'd played competitive games. Did he really know much about what we were doing in game at a high level? Probably not.
That's why you got dropped.
Best coach in the game.
Myself.
Second best coach in the game.
Myself.
Worst coach in the game.
Mud Dog. You can never snipe like that, Clay.
Playing a little different, something we're not accustomed to. So.
Let's go, David.
And then Teep being there in Black Ops 4, I mean, it was nice, but we had so many problems within the team that it did not matter what Tyler said.
Hey, yo, focus up on this fence hill. We usually suck at it.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, this shit is so fucking annoying.
We had problems from the ground up in that squad. The Seattle team was a shit show. You could have had the best coach in the world come in. I don't think anything was saving that roster. I mean, I always thought that the coaches did absolutely nothing, to be honest. Coaching has definitely changed. It's more serious now as Call of Duty and esports, like as a whole, has become more serious. I mean, yeah, when I retired, like I did like want to be close to the Call of Duty community still in some way. Coaching at the time still was like, like maybe when like I'm like for sure that I don't want to play. And he asked me and he's like, are you actually serious? Like, they're down for it. And I was like, yeah, I am. And then he said, all right. Paige was like, all right, you have a flight. You're going to Toronto. And I mean, yeah, that's pretty much how it happened.
What's Ruck's record time for 10 pages?
It's 20.
Alright, what's record time for 20 pages?
They're like, I don't wanna.
I don't know, but I might still want the challenger species. It's probably fucking better than English.
Yeah, I mean That's where the famous picture was taken, right there.
Where?
The second setup. About everyone around us when we played. Yeah, I was. It was godlike though. I feel like there were more setups last year. Maybe even faded though.
So yeah, we show up Wednesday, and then you know, we're practicing obviously, and then it was just weird because whenever we're practicing, we're usually in that zone, right? Where like it's just nothing besides the game, and I felt like a lot of things it didn't feel like we were fully in it. There was a lot of like shit out of the game that was like affecting us, and I'm usually really good. I feel like we're all really good at just like tuning that shit out.
All of them. This is some fucking. I'm telling you, I think we got set up, bro. The tunnel's not dirty, bro.
Bro, they are. You should put some tape on that shit so you know it's not like.
So like I know
so I can swap it out.
Not Thursday.
But for whatever reason, this event we just couldn't do that, and that's something definitely that we struggled with, and you could probably just tell just by watching.
I was so mad when Florida knocked them out round 1. Knocked them down to losers round 1. I was so mad. Or losers round 2, rather.
As Florida stun everybody in this opening HP. A miracle is what we need, but it's not one that we're gonna have. Hook and Ghosty, last players alive. Here comes Fellow, and there it is.
Yeah, so obviously we came out flat against Florida, and
Bro, I'm sitting here lagging on main stage. I'm skipping. I've slow turned.
that put us in a really shitty spot against the U's. At that point, one of us is going to place top 12.
Need a big day today.
All right, so Mutineers are in the winner's bracket. Optic falls down to play LA Thieves.
This is a grand final matchup. This is a winners finals matchup. If you had told me, you know, back at major number 4 that this was going to be elimination round 1, I probably wouldn't have believed you.
Every single year, and you can go back to the HBR and H-Shot situation where we went into that year with that man right there, stomping Crim 6, just fucking as the favorites to win the AW season. We were the favorites to win that. I think we came in like 24th or some shit. I don't remember. I wiped it off the face of my memory. But, you know, Toronto, almost 7 years later, was the same thing.
It's time to introduce Optic Texas.
We show up as the favorites to win. Why? Because scrims are going so well. Sure. Why? Because we're putting people in the fucking dust. You know, there was once a team called Empire, and their logo was the crown, and in the crown there was the letter N and the letter V, and then somebody switched that over to make it look like a router, because they said, hey, those kids are onliners. And at the end of that season, they ended up winning the World Championship. Asterisk, no asterisk, I don't give a fuck. But we're in the same location now, so for us to have this imagination that we're fucking shitting on everybody, you have to take into account the fact that we are using the same sort of technology, internet, that other people have used that have allowed them to be winners, right? Very easily, or easier than everything else. But when you go on land, you have to have a little bit of a humbleness, right? A reminder that everyone and anyone can win on any given Sunday.
We had high expectations going into this tournament. We really believed in our game plan, the work we're putting in, but it could be a blessing in disguise just because we kind of needed to get humbled a little bit, just because we were kind of getting ahead of ourselves a little bit. So it's good to kind of get back or send back to reality in the sense of we got to go 110 every day. We got to treat everyone. We got to give everyone our best effort, and we can't shortcut anything. So it's better that it happened in Toronto than it did at Champs, but you live and you learn.
I'm serious as fuck though.
3 days before champs.
We're done with scrims, man. Damn. Last day of scrims. Holy shit. Played LA Thieves. We're playing for cash. I think we won the series like 4-5. Wait. I don't even know, bro. We won the series, dude. I'm getting my cash. Know that. Yeah. So no qualifiers. The day we got back, obviously the interview with the process, and then after that day, or I think like the next 2 days, I'm pretty sure Dan was still recovering from his sickness. He was at the hospital for like 2 days after we left, or no, I think it was 1 day after we left, and then he finally came back like Friday or Thursday, and then we scrimmed either Saturday, Sunday, and ever since then we've been literally playing every single day. I think we've actually only had 1 day off, but yeah, we've been playing every single day. Practice definitely a bit odd just because we don't have like a match to lead up to the major, but throughout this entire week, I'm proud of the boys. We've literally been playing 3 sets a day. That's like 8 hours nonstop gaming, and then everyone on my team has been playing 8s and respawn 8s and stuff like that. So it's definitely really motivating when you have teammates around you that are just willing to make the extra time and leading into champs. I feel like we've been our best form throughout multiple majors, but this form now is we look more structured and more like, I guess, yeah, we just look more structured. I feel like our HBs, S&D, and Respawn, like every single game mode, we've been working on really, really hard, and I feel like we're the best, at our best form right now. Yeah, Vegas is going to be fun.
Wait to go to Texas. Listen, we hungry. We want some food.
TGI Fridays?
Sure. Is that what we had last time? Yeah, it's like our. We're always in that terminal. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know who made. Don't put that in.
See there. Out of ashes, rise from dust.
This game and Call of Duty nowadays is built around your sub players. If these guys can get back to the form we all know that they can get to, they're definitely a contender this year.
We're feeling good. I mean, obviously what happened in Toronto, we kind of knew that it was kind of an anomaly. That wasn't really us. And we brushed it off, and we just got right back to how we used to play in practice, and the reps were still really good. We were still feeling confident we could take champs, but
went to the venue, checked out the stage.
You like my shit, right? It's nice.
This chair room? Oh, it literally. Wait, phase. Whoa.
Played a warm up, played one map, right? Against Toronto. Fortress, our bread and butter, and won that shit. Nothing too crazy there. But then we had to do IT and like content, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately for you guys, but like for us, we couldn't scrim, so.
It's like stomping.
Belly, bro.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
But yeah, now we did like TikTok interviews, all that good stuff, and right now we're just waiting on LA Thieves so we can scrim. It's like 4 o'clock right now, so once we finish against them, then we're gonna go back to the hotel, get some dinner, rest up for tomorrow's match.
I got some insane shit. Literally the best shit on the menu. Costs $219. Have a look at it.
Every time.
You gotta start
talking.
Yeah,
talk to the camera.
Yo, listen up, guys. I guess
I love the way that they put these videos together, and I know that I've been quiet for the most of this, but there's something.
Boston, obviously they're playing with a new pickup, Snoopy, and we weren't really too sure how the kid played. I mean, no one had any footage, or it was kind of one of those things where we don't really know how they're gonna play. Just come out, play our game, play our maps, play to our strengths, and
You have to sign it off as just a bad event, right? Probably the worst timing to have a bad event heading into champs, but there's no other explanation. I mean, you're talking about back-to-back perfect qualifiers, favorites going into major number 5.
They lost some of their locked down maps, which we have once again in this series. So a ton of pressure, right? Like, this is COD champs. Optic and these guys have so much pressure on their shoulders. Can they rise to it?
every time you get a fucking kill, bro, there's like 6,000 people that are gonna roll.
Here comes Optic Texas. It's Hardpoint and it's Boston in first.
I was glad that I was able to watch all of Champs. I was sad when they got knocked out, but the final was cool.
Teamwork from Optic Texas as the wheels are turning. Try and secure that rotation, but you are down by so much. Optic, they are in firm control. How long can it last for? The last man standing. Headed towards bedroom and
Excuse me.
reinforcement.
Baja Blast does something to me.
He finds 1, 2. Brent makes his way forward. Snoopy from up high. It's the break is on. Can Shotzi get them both? Shotzi! But it's Ghosty. Still keeping the play going. Hook from behind. And that will be good fucking goal. Good fucking shit stage, bro. Fucking shit stage, bro.
That shit was good, bro. That shit was good, bro.
What's this? Both of them?
It's funny how the coach is kind of like the chaperone. Like, Karma's just a dad all weekend.
It's just a classic great old bang out. It usually just gets mixy sometimes on that map, especially if the spawn's flipping and you're spawning on the bad side. But I think we did a really good job of like kind of slowing down their first blend push, I guess you could say, and then just trading and then never really giving them an opportunity to like cycle us. So yeah, played well.
Dude, I need to shower and then gamble and get food. well, that's like included. Shower, eat, gamble.
Feeling good, man. We just 3-1 Boston, 3-1 Boston. I feel like the first one is always the hardest, so glad we got that one out of the way. Play against New York. I feel like every single time we play against them, it's always a good match. So, yeah, we'll see y'all there. But right now, we're gonna go to Javier's, which is like a burrito spot. Yeah.
What's good? Oh shit, that's came out of my face, man. It's good.
It's popping. Yeah.
I'm so glad Pamaj is back too.
Crazy time. Crazy time. A lot, man. A lot. I'm just here. Here to exist now. Here to be your guys' cheerleader.
Yeah, I mean, after we won against our round one, we were feeling good. We were looking forward to playing New York. We feel like we match up really well against them. I don't think they beat us. I mean, we only played once on land, but the only time we played them, we kind of smoked them, so we were feeling really good going into that match.
And we were obviously really pretty fucking damn confident going into that.
Honestly, Optic looks like they're back in form after that Boston match yesterday, and this match against Subliners is going to be a much bigger test for these guys.
Bang out!
Now if we can beat the defending champs, like, who knows?
We'll go offense right up.
Good luck.
You love your badges?
These are my boys. They're about to go on stage. They're about to go into battle.
Las Vegas, it's the matchup of the day. Are you ready to get it started? Coming out first, Green Wall fans, get ready, because here comes your heroes. It's Optic Texas. Texas, this is their best hard point. They know what it's like to play on hotel. They got 6,000 fans in the arena behind them. But it's another 4 down. This year are winning STs at a rate incredibly high. Bruce on the clock. Optic Texas coming out swinging. I'm gonna let you know now this one's done. This one's over. It's all on Shotzi. He drops. Optic trying to rally back, trying to force the game. 5 will take this time if you are Optic Texas.
Oh my god. I remember watching that. That was nuts. This map was nuts.
Optic Texas only in here. You gotta go if you are Optic Texas. You gotta apply the pressure. At least contest 4 milliseconds. Dozy starts it off with the first. 10 seconds is needed until Subliners call game. Oh, they can't break in. They can't break in. Did they get the tick? I don't believe this.
Yeah, that was nuts. I can't believe they got the tick there.
Bro, 100%. Because, like, you called the guy in front of you. Bro, we got this losers room, bro. We're playing fucking Seattle, bro.
Obviously, it's hindsight now looking at it that we played them on their best maps, even though we were, in my opinion, we were the best Hotel HP team in the game. But since we lost it, I mean, now you can look back and say, you should have played it, but it is what it is now. But to be honest, that map 4 against them is what's going to really sting, I guess, this whole offseason. I mean, we had it in the bag, but things happened the way they happened, and they ended up clutching up and they ended up winning it. So it sucks now, but it's definitely painful. Definitely painful, actually, but what are you going to do?
I can't have yesterday where we say, I don't care what we play.
They vetoed Hydra.
They vetoed Hydra. They're tweaking. Can we go to Mercado? Okay, Mercado, 100%.
We'll play Mercado map 5.
Here comes Optic Texas. The green wall. They are resplendent in its hole as well. Shocking by the 5. The second dash will get one as well. And only play left alive. It's 3 for Chauncey. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go. It's so fucking shit. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Mobilize them for Seattle for one opportunity, one chance. Goes, he already takes one down. Look for a play. Goes. Everybody in front of him.
This was so gross. I can't believe he did that. He killed all 4.
I know we're closer, bro. I know where everyone was, bro. We were playing it perfect, bro.
I don't know. Things happen the way they happen. You lose a couple rounds, and then we kind of got smoked on the map, and that was the end of their year. And it's tough to look back at it, because if we do win that series, obviously can make a run. But I don't know. There's a lot of what ifs. Just not even just that champs, but the entire year. The 2 seconds, even Major 2 when we got 4th. I really thought that was winnable, but this whole year is just a whole lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and it's gonna suck for sure in the offseason, because I know how if a couple gunfights, a couple scenarios went differently, if things would go our way, if a timing, a spawn. That's just COD though at the end of the day, so we lock back in for
That's
next
right.
year. Do what we can do. Everyone take time off, get the mental right, but goddamn, this one stings, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. Not much going on through my head, just kind of like, wow, man, like we were the best team in the game. We were the best at some points. I have so many emotions when it comes to this. Sorry. I feel like we didn't get to show how good we were. Definitely. But that's okay. It's okay. That shit also, I feel like that's normal in all sports. Some teams don't reach their potential. They don't hit it. We didn't. So.
Yeah, this year was insane the more I think about it, because obviously the team we started with was entirely different than the team we ended with me, Ant, Seth, and Ender. I got benched, and then Kyler joined for me, and then I joined back with Seth retiring, and then
all the curveballs that were thrown at us, like, we weren't able to jump over those hurdles, period. And that isn't a reflection on us and our discipline, our commitment to winning. I think that's just sometimes the hurdles are just too big, and the stars just weren't aligning for us, right? Like, players weren't available, some were too expensive, and even if you wanted them, you couldn't have them, and this, that, and the other. So it was much. Seth retiring obviously was a big deal. Call of Duty going to Twitch was a factor in that, because, you know, as a player, you sort of think about, you know, where you're at in your career and what you're going to do after that. So as you're getting to the pinnacle of your career, you start to sort of see where the ball is going to go, where the puck is going to be, et cetera, et cetera. So you try to make decisions surrounding that. So I think for Scump, as he started to get to, you know, that point in his career, and he saw the opportunities that were coming, I think that he did the right choice. As a career person, as a business person, as a friend of his, I think I wholeheartedly believe that he did the right thing. Now, does he have a little bit of passion, and does he still miss the game? Sure, absolutely. Right? But who doesn't? Who won't? You ask Matt, as much as he hated Call of Duty, you look at him, you talk to him, you go, do you miss playing Call of Duty? The answer is some aspects. You know, the crowd for sure, easy, and then obviously the game sometimes. So
it just felt like a year of not rebuilding necessarily, but just trying to, I guess you could say rebuilding in a way, just because we were trying to win obviously this year, but it was one of those things where we were just trying to get back on track, I guess you could say, and trying to find our footing again. But we could have won easily a couple tournaments this year. But yeah, to be honest, I'm actually still pretty proud of the boys for how we battled, because looking back at it, we could have just got last on Major 3 and then not even been competitive this entire year. But we were fighting pretty much the whole year, and we actually gave ourselves a pretty good shot to win some of these tournaments, but we didn't. But I'm still proud of how we were competing with the cards we were dealt, and I'm looking forward to next year.
You're fucking dog shit!
Someone are trying to vote.
Ambitious for sure.
I really love being on this team. I love being in this environment with everyone. And I'm very thankful that I got the opportunity to, how all the dominoes fell for me to even be here, you know, and play on Optic for a season. It's pretty damn amazing, honestly. Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, I don't know how else to put it into words, but it was an experience that I'm always gonna remember. And
that everybody in the esports community wishes they could have.
I mean, I've said it a bajillion times at this point, but sincerely, thank you all for the support. The love was felt all year long. It truly was insane, and I just want to give a big thank you to every single one of you. To the ones that came up to me at the events, to the ones watching in the stands or the chairs, whatever you want to call them, and the ones back home, that can't make it to the events. Like, seriously, thank you, because we hear you. Trust. Shout out to fucking Green Wall, bro.
On the topic of what I'm expecting
you know, from my team in the future, or this upcoming season, or the rest of the season, depending on which esport we're talking about, Rocket League, or this, or Apex, or Halo. I think it's my plans is always going to be the same thing that it has over the last couple of them. Guide the players to a place in which they are able to just concentrate on winning. Guide the players to have their creator side of their business be as solid as it can possibly be, so that they can be more free to just concentrate on competing, as it always has been. And you know, if we win, we win. If we lose, we fucking lost. I'm a very bad loser. You'll never see it, right? You'll feel it. I'll say comments here and there, but you know, internally behind closed door, I'm the worst fucking loser there is. It just feels bad. It's like having a film of just dirt on you, in a way. They just want to wash off. But this is the business that we chose to be in. This is the business that we're most passionate about. It's more than, you know, the business side of it is just the thing that keeps the lights on. The important thing is that, you know, we're working in a space that we're very passionate about, and winning is the goal every single fucking year, whether in competition or otherwise. I think that is what we breed here, right? We breed competitors, and we guide them to be the best they can be, whether it's my design team that's designing, you know, cool, artistic, thoughtful designs for you to wear, whether it's Shaw behind the camera shooting the best lit, best audio thing that there is, whether it's our sales team out performing another sales team selling the same fucking product. Hey, we have a team in Call of Duty. Hey, we have content creators. Buy us instead of them. It's all competition in the end. And everybody knows the game. Everybody knows the job. But other people are doing the same thing, competing at the same level in every single category. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. All we have to do is try our asses off, over and over. And that's the name of the game, every single year. From here until I'm fucking 93 years old. Looking the same, obviously, because I have good genes, goddammit. I'll see you guys next time.
That was amazing. That was amazingly put. Amazingly produced. I like that they put Hook and Ghosty at the end of it. Because unfortunately they were the two that was let go from the team. And like I said, I apologize if I get emotional. This stuff just hits me. I'm a very empathetic person, so when there's emotion, I feel it. I'm excited to see where Dan goes. And I'm excited to see where Hook ends up. And I'm excited to see what they end up doing next year. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you, if you're not subscribed to Optic Gaming, make sure you go subscribe to Optic Gaming. If you're not subscribed to me, make sure you hit that sub button, turn on that bell. I try and post every single day. But I like doing reaction videos. I got a lot of stuff in my brain. But until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.